Okay, I'm back with the 9N. Been a while since I posted a video, been kind of busy. We're working on third cutting hay now. And so 9N, obviously. I repainted some of it red, because there's a bunch of bare metal that was rusting. Repainted the front brush guard, the clevis. Put a new front left tire on it. I went through and put the battery mount on, hooked up the air tube, and let's see, redid the air filter, so that's all good to go. Sediment bowl, obviously that was new. I put a new 12-volt resistor on right there. It's a 12-volt resistor. It's I don't remember what brand it is now. Doesn't really matter. So basically what I was planning on doing was showing how to operate basically everything on one of these. So first, first to most of any of these old tractors, you have to turn your gas on. Mine's already on. I normally turn it about 6 half turns to the left, not 6 1/2, just 6 half turns. So that'd be what? Man, it sounds stupid now. 3 turns, 4 turns, something like that. Either way, you don't have to open it very much. No, I'm wrong. Either way, I do 6 half turns, and then give her the handshake. It's best to be on the tractor, but give it the handshake and you know it's out of gear. I normally get on the tractor and push my clutch in and give it the handshake. Set your throttle. On this, you turn your key on. When it's original, the key will be right here where my finger is, but a lot of them have it switched to this. And this is the original push button starter, which has a safety start. If it's in gear, you can't push that down all the way to start it. So out of gear, throttle set. This I have to give just a little bit of choke normally, but it's easier when I'm on the tractor and I don't have a camera. I can work both things. But it runs good. So now that you know that, basically I'm going to show you how to operate. It's pretty simple. So on mine I have a crap, I keep forgetting the name. Not Dearborn. Funk, it's Sherman. That's the name of it, Sherman. Sherman dogleg combination auxiliary transmission set thing. Basically, forward all the way is low range. Neutral detent out and back is normal 9N gears. And then back all the way is high range. Pretty simple. You know, you can use any of them. I normally stop to shift, but you can shift between most of them without stopping. It just grinds a bit. Then, obviously, throttle. You pull it down to give it more throttle. Pretty simple. Choke. You just pull it out. Normally, they're spring-loaded, but this one isn't anymore. I need to fix that, because then, you know, I won't have a problem with it, hopefully. Anyway, your keys right here. So, you know, on, off. Then your push button starts right here. Gear shift. And you have Right and up is first, left and up is second, right and down is third, and right and left is reverse. And obviously that's neutral. For your pedals, this is your left brake, your clutch, then you have your right brake. Pretty simple. I need to do a brake job on these. The brakes work fine, but the pedal doesn't come back up after you push it down, so you have to pull it up with your foot or by hand. PTO. To engage the PTO, you push the clutch in. This lever down here, you push it back towards the rear end, then you let off the clutch, your PTO is engaged. To use the 3-point on here, my 3-point works, which I covered in a prior video. Anyway, this is your quadrant control. So obviously, you know, down makes the 3-point arms go down, up makes it go up. But the only complication with that is you have to have the PTO running to have the hydraulics going. So one of the bad things about these was if you were doing something where you didn't need to be, or you need to stop moving, instead of having live power like on the Jubilee all the time where it runs off the pump, or the pump runs off the engine, you have to stop, put it in neutral, let off the clutch till your pump, or your arms go up where they need to be, or you're done doing PTO work. Then you put it in gear, and it's just a hassle. You have to keep switching gears, and you can't be, well, I shouldn't say you can't be stopped. It's a lot worse than live hydraulics. Then, obviously, it's your air cleaner. You're supposed to check it and service it every day. I don't, because I don't use this a whole lot. I drive it around for fun, rake hay with it, pull logs, pull hay wagons, just normal stuff, plow and disc and all that fun stuff. And really, that's about it. There's your 3-point adjustment arm. This has an auxiliary one-way hydraulic. So, just as a recap, pull that out. So it's in neutral, push the clutch in, that's reverse, first, second, third. Simple as that. You see I'm letting the 3-point arms down and the PTO is disengaged. Let the clutch out. Take the quadrant lever and raise up. Arms don't go up. But if I push the lever back, let the clutch out, PTO goes, arms go. So it's a pretty simple tractor. Really simple to operate. I mean, I love this tractor. I was pulling trees with it. And it's a little bit inconvenient with the brake setup. But, like I said, I was pulling trees with it. I mean, it's light, so I was popping a wheelie the whole way. But it works. These would have a TSX 33 carburetor on them, metal fuel line. Fuel tank is connected to the hood, so if you take the hood off, you have to take the fuel tank off. 6-volt generator. It's a 4-cylinder, 2-liter displacement, Ford flathead gas engine. Pretty simple, easy to work on. You can buy a rebuild kit for a couple $100. Radiators up there. Simple engine. I used Autolite 216 copper core, not internally resisted. Spark plugs, gap them at 20 or 25 thousandths of an inch is the gap I use. Works fine. Distributor, I put new points and condenser in it, new coil, new gaskets and seals, set the gap on the points to 15 thousandths of an inch, and I mean, these will just work all day, all night. What I still need to do, I need to fix the cooling problem. It cools, but it doesn't hold the coolant, doesn't keep pressure. Need to fix that front grill because they're supposed to flip down so you can clean out the radiator. I need to put an alternator on there because that generator is not working. What I think happened right here, there's a cap where you just put a little bit of like 10W30 in there, just a couple drops to oil a bearing. And there's a seal or something that goes bad in there sometimes. And the oil gets on the armatures and coil and all that, and it doesn't generate electricity. I think that's what happened. Needs a new muffler clamp. Thinking about running the exhaust up. I had to take this apart and redo the friction disc because there's supposed to be a spring in here, not this one, but there's supposed to be a different spring, and it was broken. That's spring loaded to keep tension. And so I just took a piece of compression spring and cut it to the size I wanted and put it on there, bolted it on, tightened it up, and put a cotter pin through the castle nut, and that works fine now. Before, when your friction disc isn't grabbing, if you put it down here, it'll shoot back up, and now it stays wherever you put it. Still need to adjust the 3-point so it engages whenever you want it to. Got a Novi 4-ball, I believe, governor. Pretty simple. Not much more to say, just drum brakes. It's a simple tractor, so if you're looking for a beginner tractor, this is one of the best. And I'll catch you in the next one.